Hi guys, this is Pradeep. So welcome to another blog. So today we will discuss a quick comparison between ECC and S4 HANA. So first point I will take here, that is related to finance general. So we know that in ECC we have so many index tables are there to optimize the speed. We have so many index tables related to customers, related to vendors, like your open item index tables are there. Cleared items are there. For example, open items related to customer, BSID, cleared items related to BSAD, similarly related to vendor, BSIK. So we have series of open item tables are there. You can see this list. So we have different open item tables or index tables basically which we have. Whereas in S4 HANA, we have a new concept that is known as your universal journal. I'm sure you must have idea on this one. So if you are not familiar with that, so that means now we are going to have only one table, that is your actual table, which is known as your AC docket table. So basically it is actual table, and SAP is saying that it is universal journal. That means any business process related to finance, if it is exist or it is available, so it is part of your AC docket table. Now we are not going to maintain, or data is not there in different tables, rather it is there in the AC docket table. So earlier when you are going to run any customer open item table, customer open item report, so that time system is going to fetch. You can see this report. This is a ECC report, and in this ECC report you can see this open items or the receivable item. It's actually coming from your BSID table. The moment we will receive or the cleared items, if you check this cleared item, you will find this cleared items data is coming from the AC doc. It is coming from BSAD table, right, in ECC system. So system is fetching the data open item from one table, cleared items from another tables. So like this we have different index tables, but exactly if you'll see the report, now this you can see it is our S4 report. If you compare between ECC and S4, you can see both the reports, you can simultaneously, you can see I'm comparing, you will find both reports are exactly same. If I am the user, and for me I can't see any difference here, so but in backend data is completely different. Whereas in ECC when we are getting the data from different index tables, now in S4 we are going to get the data from the AC docket table, whether open item, cleared items related to customer, vendor, anything. So it is coming from AC docket table. So this will be your first point. That means anything which is there in your existing business process related to finance, it is part of your universal journal. And you can, if you go to this AC docket table, right now you can see it is AC docket table, and in AC docket table we don't have any, only the accounting informations are there. Here you are going to get various information. That means you can see here not only finance informations, you can see here the CO informations are there. You can see this part, this is your related to your CO data. Means if you are going to have any internal documents related to controlling, I'm talking about the business transaction, you can see RKIB, RKIU, any business transaction you take, you will find that internal business transactions which earlier part of COSS or COSP table, now it is part of your AC docket table. And it's not only that, now these internal documents are also going to generate finance documents, which you can see these document numbers, and everything it is there in the AC docket table or universal journal. So this is how your FICO reconciliation is also simplified, which we will talk later, right? What happened to those existing tables when we are going to upgrade the system to ECC to S4? So are we going to delete these tables? Means your BSID, BSID, all these tables, are we going to delete it? No, these tables will not be deleted. So if you are going to use the word deleted, that is the wrong word. In fact, these tables are converted into compatibility view or CDS view. So these tables are exist, but it is in the view mode. So that is why we have a core data services concept is there in S4 HANA, right? So this is a quick information for you. That means AC docket table is going to replace all your index, aggregate and total tables. Coming to my next point. So this is your related to foreign currency valuations. When in ECC, and we know that foreign currency valuation is part of your month-end activities. So when we are doing the foreign currency valuation in ECC, so we are using the transaction code FAGL_FC_valuation. Which is in S4, concept is same, business process is same, but it is replaced with FAGL FCV. And you can see this comparison between both the screens. So this is your EC screen and this is your S4 screen. So here also you can see one new field is available, that is your simulation ledger. That is again another concept which is also available in S4 system, right? So ECC and S4 HANA. business process, same, or in fact you can say that the foreign currency valuation concept is now simplified in our S4 system. If we are going to migrate from ECC to S4 HANA, so we are also going to migrate all our ledgers. Means in ECC we have the new GL concept, so this new GL is now part of your S4 HANA. So that means we are going to move from classic GL to again universal journal or AC docket table. In fact, whatever I'm explaining, everything is part of your AC docket table. Now you just imagine your customer is currently working on classic GL. So classic GL means what the ledger they are using, 00. So here if you go to the migration segment, you will find that the source ledger and the target ledger. You can see this image, source ledger and target ledger. So if you are going for, you are migrating from classic to S4, so in that case your source will be 00 and target will be your 0L, OL, whatever you are saying. That is your ledger migration. But if you are already working on ECC6 with new GL, so in that case your source will be 0L and target will be your 0L only. Right now, SAP controlling. What about the controlling? Now, controlling is also part of your universal journal. So, entire SAP business process related to management accounting or controlling, it is also part of your universal journal. In ECC, when we are posting any document, finance document with cost object, let's say cost center added, internal order added, any cost object you added, you are going to have two documents. So, one document will be finance document, which you can see in this image, and simultaneously you can see one more document is also available that is related to controlling. So we have separate table, again finance table, your BSEG and Fagelflex and all this there. Controlling data is part of COEP. Now this COEP is also replaced with your universal journal. Now you can see only one document is generated. Now you can see it is S4 screen. In S4 we have only one document is there, that is your finance document, and this technical number what you can see this document, it is not the controlling document, in fact it is known as your cryptic number. So that means in total you can say if you are going to post finance transaction relate and with cost object, so you are going to have only one document, and the AC docket table includes your any cost object. It may be cost center, it may be your profitability segment, or it may be related to internal order, any cost object you are going to take, that is your part of your AC docket table. Or in fact SAP is saying that this information, all informations are single source of truth. You are going to have only one document. In ECC we have multiple documents means multiple tables, and in S4 you have one single table or single document will be there. That is our third point. So first point, the universal journal. Second point, foreign currency valuation. Third point, that is your CO is part of your universal journal. Now coming to material ledger. So if you don't know related to material ledger, whenever you are going to use inventory in your business process, so we have module is there, material management, but that is procurement module. But when we are talking about inventory valuation, so that time we need to have the material ledger. If you don't have the material ledger, then just you are going to report. That means you posted some transaction, some activity in your logistic module, and you are going to have one accounting document. So your GL debited, inventory GL debited, or inventory GL credited. So that is basically your reporting of your particular module, stock. But we want to do a inventory valuations with every movement type, when there is a price difference is there, when there is a preliminary value of inventory, actual value of inventory, WIP, variance. In detail, if we want to do the valuation, which is there, a lot of accounting standards are also available for this, then make sure that you need to implement material ledger in your business process or in your SAP implementation. Now, mandate and material ledger is now mandatory in S4 HANA. You can't ignore material ledger. Material ledger in detail, whether you are going to configure or not, that is again business decision, but activation of material ledger is required. Without activation of material ledger, even logistic transactions we will not able to post. So therefore, material ledger is also now part of your AC docket. Earlier in ECC, material ledger was there, but different tables are available. So we have material ledger ML IT table is there, or let's say header document separate table is there. Now everything, your accounting document as usual you are going to get. So BKPF will be the accounting document, and all informations will be related to material ledger will be part of your again same table, that is your AC docket table. So you can see this is my ECC with material ledger, and this is your S4 with material ledger. So if you'll go to AC docket table, then you will find that material ledger is also part of universal journal, and it is simplified. Then in detail, material ledger is a very vast concept. Already I have some videos, you can go through those if you want to see more information related to material ledger. But when you are going to answer this question in interview, you can include this one, that material ledger is mandatory, and definitely we have to go for this material ledger implementation, even not only for finance, even for logistic purpose also it is required. So controlling, I already explained that it is part of your SC docket table or part of universal journal. What about the real-time integration between CO and FI? So it's not required. So in ECC, we have the concept of the CO integration, real-time integration. I'm talking about particularly the secondary cost. So when you are going to post anything or when you are going to use secondary cost element in ECC, so those data is not part of your finance. So CO postings to your new GL, particularly if it is you are using new GL, then this is applicable. Whether in ECC classic, this concept is not there, but this is a manual activity we have to do. So we have to create the variance, right, in ECC, then we have to create the account determination, we have to link your document types, for example SA, then you have to link which ledger you are going to use. So this is the old concept was there in ECC. That means manually we are going to, particularly the secondary cost element, we need to bring into your SAP ECC system or SAP finance system. Whereas in S4, it is very simplified. Now secondary cost elements which we are exclusively using in controlling, maybe for cost calculation, maybe for profitability analysis. So that is again part of your universal journal. Means if you are going to, if you check this document, so this is my source document. So this is my KSB5 document which is generated in my S4 system, and the process is not stopped here. The case 5 document or my CO document also generated one finance document. So you can see this finance document is generated with reference to my controlling document. So automatically the reconciliation part is also addressed here, but of course we have to do the configuration for that. But CO reconciliation is part of, or in secondary cost elements are part of your chart of account, and it is part of your AC docket table. Then coming to the GL master. In ECC, we have to create first the GL master, then we have to convert those GL master into your cost elements. I already have one video on this. If you want to see details, you can check that one. So I will add in the description. So when you are going to create any cost element, particularly primary cost element, so first we have to create the GL master, then we have to convert that GL master into cost element. So just a duplication of data, because when we have created the master record, our tables are updated, SKP1, SKA1 tables are updated, chart of account segment, company code segment, and we are upgrading or we are converting the same GL master into cost element. So CSKA, CSKB table updated. That means one master record we are updating 2 times, and 4 tables are updated. Now these things are simplified because of the new account type which is there in your GL master. So if you go to the FS00 and you will check the GL master, we have 2 categories are there related to cost element, primary cost element and secondary cost element. So we are not going to create any GL master by using K01 for primary cost element or K06 for secondary cost element. Simply both primary cost element and your secondary cost elements we are going to create as your FS00. In fact, if you enter, it will be redirected to FS00. So if you are going to select primary cost, then accordingly the cost element category will be available in the control data of your master data. Now coming to business partner. So business partner is not a new concept in SAP. It was there earlier in ECC too, but whenever we are creating any customer master or vendor master, so we used to create with the transaction code whatever we want. If I'm creating one customer related to finance, so I will use FD01. If I will create a customer related to centrally, that means all the segments related to sales, your accounting segment, general segment, everything I'm going to include. In that case, I will use XD01. Similarly for vendor also, XK01 or MK01, or I will use FK01. But when I'm using the same transaction codes in S4 system, you can see here I'm adding the transaction code FK01. Now you can see it is redirecting to my BP. So the new transaction code we have, that is BP, or to create the business partner. So I can say that centrally now we are going to create business partner as our master record. So in top we are going to create business partner. Then as per the need, we are going to upgrade the roles. Suppose I am going to do a finance transaction, so we need to update the finance role. If I will do a sales related activity, suppose I will create sales order, then I need to update the sales roles. If I need to perform the credit management or credit analysis, then in that case I need to update the credit management role. So, and it is mandatory, so you can't go with the old concept of creating traditional way of creating customer and vendor. And it's not required that you need to create, for example, let's say same parties, our both customer and vendor, no need to create 2 master records in the system and we have to link like your ECC. So rather you are just going to create one master record. You are going to create one master record with the required role. So that is also another, or you can say other changes are there. Now coming to currencies. So in ECC we know that in OB22 we have the currency options are there. Maximum we can define 3 parallel currencies. That means you are going to define currencies for your leading ledger, you are going to define currencies of your non-leading ledgers, and if you are going to maintain the CO currency, so that is completely separate, and it is not necessary that your CO currencies will be configured in the finance. So separately we are going to keep our CO currencies. Your cost object currencies is completely depends on your CO configuration, whether it is company code equivalent to your FI or it is cross company code settings, but it is completely separate. And in ECC we have 3 segments are there. You can see the screen. This is our OB22, so where we have company code currency, your first currency, then if required then you can go for group currencies, whereas in S4 we have more options are there, and here we are using the transaction code FINC_ledger. OB22 is no more available. So currency we are going to configure depends on your ledgers, depends on your general ledger. So here we have the currencies we are defining for leading ledgers, for non-leading ledgers, and for extension ledgers as per the need. And here we have a concept of freely definable currencies, and S4 HANA or Universal General is going to support total 10 currencies in our AC docket table. So here you can define your company code currency will be there, that is our default company code currency 10. Then second currency depends on your configuration. You can see here this may be 1-to-1, or it may be like your it may be your company code currency if you are going to assign your company code with controlling area, or if you have multi options, then in that case you can see here it may be 10. In this diagram, in this image you can see it is 10, whereas in this screen you can see it is 30. So it depends on our configuration on the basis of our business requirement. And then after that, freely definable currencies which we are going to add. You can see this image. So here we have defined the freely definable currencies, and we are free. That means we are not going to take any SAP standard company code. Rather, we can configure our freely defined currency for reporting purpose, whatever we want, and maximum 8 freely definable currency we can configure here. So this is a major area when we are defining our ledger settings, right? So that is also you can add in your in fact, now we are going to configure all your ledgers in one single screen. You can see this particular diagram, this image. Here all ledgers, so it includes my leading ledger, my non-leading ledgers, all type of my extension ledgers for different requirement, everything in one single screen, and it is also known as your parallel ledgers. So extension ledgers we are using here for the delta postings, for predictive accounting, for simulation accounting. So for various reasons we can use different ledgers. Again, let me clarify here, all the ledgers are not mandated to configure in every implementation. So it depends on your requirement. You are going to configure all type of ledgers. And what about the posting period and all? So OB52 is same, whatever earlier it was there, now it is same, but you can see the last column. In this image you can see the last column, which is period 3 is introduced. So period 3 basically when, as I said, we have automated CO reconciliations with FI is there. So whenever the data is coming or a document is coming from your source document to your finance document, so make sure that that period should be open, or period 3 should be maintained. Otherwise your any CO document will not be generated. For example, you are doing a cost allocation, and with reference to that you are going to expect one finance document, and we are doing a cost allocation related to a particular month. So let's say June. So that means your period 6 should be open, then only you are going to get the finance document. And make sure that OKP1 should be maintained as it is. When we are going to OKP1, in fact there is no change, so it was there in ECC and it is there in S4. Only thing is in OB52 period 1, period 2 there is no change, but in S4 period 3 something is available which we have to maintain. That is another thing we can say. Coming to the asset accounting. So asset accounting is again part of Universal Journal. So earlier the header part of the asset document, which is part of your NEK table, now it is replaced with BKPF, means your accounting document, and rest all your other tables like your NEA, NLP, NLC, that is now it is part of your AC doc. Okay. Again, if you'll check this AC doc table here, this includes not only my accounting informations, plus my sub-ledger informations are also there, or asset doc informations are also there. So here we are going to work on parallel accounting and parallel valuations. So as per the need, we are going to have the multiple depreciation areas. So how many depreciation areas we want, or how many depreciation area required in a particular implementation. So it depends what are the different ledgers we have configured, different currencies we have configured. Now you can see this particular chart of depreciation. Here I have included multiple depreciation areas, because my company code point of view or for my implementation point of view, these are required. But let's say you have a very simple, like you are just going to work on one accounting principle, and that's it, one depreciation area is enough. So that's why these are the various options are available. As per the need, we will take the decision. I mean, we will discuss with the business, and accordingly we are going to take the decision. So chart of depreciation includes various type of depreciations. Similarly, depreciation point of view, although in both cases we are using the same transaction code AFAB, but now the screen, you can see both the screen I am comparing here. If you can see, this is the ECC screen and this is your S4 screen. So you will find that a lot of simplifications are there in S4. So now this repeat, restart, all this on plant, these bullet points are not available in your S4. But in both cases, we are using the transaction code AFAB, and it will be a background execution. So here again another concept is there, that is your technical clearing account. If we'll check this particular document, this is an asset procurement document with reference to our operation document. You can see your ledger is automatically updated as per the accounting principle which is there. So it is again another concept of technical clearing account, or if you have configured the technical clearing account, definitely you can include this one in your business process, in your answer to your interview, right? So technical clearing is going to replace your ABST2, which was there in the EC system for the reconciliation between GL and the ledger. Right? Bank accounting, again another major change you will find here. So this is also simplified, so no need to create multiple GL account. So separately I will add one more video related to bank accounting, because otherwise it will be lengthy, because bank multiple changes are available. So here SAP is saying that we are going to use new bank accounting, and one more thing, it is only available in Fiori. So FI12 and all this is not going to work. So you have to create your house bank, your bank masters, everything through the Fiori application only. So if user does not have the Fiori access, or let's say you don't have the Fiori access, that you can't see. So in Fiori, this is the dashboard, Fiori dashboard. Here you can see different bank related applications are available, and bank we are going to manage only with these three. So I think I have listed all these points, which quickly, it's a quick guide for your interview related to ECC and S4. If anything I skipped or anything I left, please let me know. I will add in my next video, so related to ECC and S4 HANA. Right? So very soon we will see in another video some other areas. Thank you.